Welcome to the Halo everybody.
Welcome. Hi. Happy August. We are past the halfway mark of the year, Rica G.
Don't
Ghost month.
don't even say anything. What is Ghost Month? Please
Di ba Ghost
explain.
month? Ghost month,
Expound.
if I'm not mistaken, Ghost month is a popular, hindi naman popular, it's like a term here. Di mo na-experience yun ang hosting ka dito? August is known
Uh
as Ghost month, but it's also traditionally linked with parang Chinese tradition.
no,
So,
I know, but what does it indicate? Like what am I supposed to
fear,
expect? Am I supposed to
uh,
expect more money
less
coming in?
events, less events. Kasi
Oh damn,
based on
okay.
like yung mga Chinese, I don't know if it's superstitions or something, you shouldn't like open a business or get married or whatever during August. Kaya
Oh,
Ghost
okay.
month for us, for I mean for yung mga freelancers in the events industry.
Ah,
That's
okay.
what
I
they
thought
call
it was
Ghost
just
month.
like
In
a
general,
general
for
thing.
everybody,
Akala ko para siyang Mercury and retrograde
Mercury
or
G
whatever.
retrograde.
Ano daw? Ano daw?
Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. But yeah, it's August now, and welcome to the podcast. If you're new here, Rika G over there is in the UK, and she's going to tell you all about what we do here on this beautiful podcast platform.
So, this podcast is basically for people who miss home.
Mm,
You're a Filipino, you're probably, living in another country. Gusto mo makarinig ng chika, this is the place to be.
it
You're
is.
also the type of person who's, living in the Philippines, mahilig ka lang talaga, to hear about what other people think about like the trending topics in the Philippines, what's on your timeline on Facebook or on X. Do people still use X? I'm not sure.
Dude, X is the
So
worst place ever.
it's
Like, I
the
never use
worst.
it. Hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, those are the type of people that are usually in here. But really, we talk about everything and anything under the sun.
Hmm.
And we usually talk about, Filipino pop culture. And we also talk about our lives. It's called Where You Been
Where you been?
because it's just, I don't know actually the reason why we do that.
Because people love us, man. They like to
Okay, good.
hear our thoughts on stuff we did and watched and ate
Yeah.
because we are key opinion leaders. Charot.
Oh, you know what? I
What's
actually,
that?
because I stay at home a lot because of unemployment. Thank you very much.
Oh man,
Applause.
that's one of the things that will make you stay
Yeah.
home, unemployment.
Yep. Applause, please. Anyway, and I was, I was daydreaming earlier of us having like a small gathering once I go back to the Philippines on September for like 20 days.
Mm.
Um, Now we're gonna have like a live recording of the podcast, and then we're going to have um like a small crowd in front of us. And
Whoa.
I was imagining myself like nagcha-chant tayo ng G G
G
G G.
G G G G.
And I was just thinking that would be really cool. But
That would be dope.
we don't know if it's possible. But if you guys want to, because we are planning to have like a
A
live
live
recording
recording.
session, right?
And we need to set that up in advance. So we need to get some feelers out there as early as now. So to all the loyal Leche fans that have always wanted to catch a live recording, we did it before or no,
Yeah,
during pandemic, di ba? Like
pre-pandemic.
parang tail end of pandemic, then sa 1C coffee. So
Yeah.
if that's something that you Leche fans would be interested in, catching a live recording and being part of a show, let us know. But yeah, as Rika mentioned, that's what we do here, and we start with where you been. So
It's
shall we begin?
you.
Me
It's
first, I think.
you.
It's
Say
you.
somebody is
It's
you.
you. Did you
Okay.
know in that song? I'm sorry to be off topic, real quick. He he looks what the lyrics I thought was he looks so pretty like a devil.
Is it not?
It's he looks up grinning like a devil.
Oh,
He looks up grinning like a devil. Diba? I
oh
was shook in that
okay.
area. Anyway, where you been? Pretty chill week this week. I haven't had a lot of hosting work, although I have a gig tomorrow. I'm hosting for because of the ano yung bagyo. Some stuff got moved, so
Yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately, some of my gigs got moved. And one of the days that I got moved to, I had another gig, so I had to turn down one gig, which sucks, which sucks.
Mm.
But tomorrow I'll be hosting for TCL, the TV brand. I don't know if you ever
Okay. Yeah,
heard
I've
of
heard of
that.
them.
And then I have a debut that I'm hosting on Saturday. So that's what's coming up in terms of the professional life. But I've been eating a lot, dude. Like a lot. I've been getting
You're bulking.
invites. I am booked in the gastronomic sector, right?
Industry.
Industry. And I really like. So I'm just gonna run down like this places that I've been to and what I really enjoyed. Uh, so I told you last on the last mix of the podcast, Bistro Group has been inviting me to like try out a bunch of their concepts, and they gave me GCs, right? So I used the GCs at one of their restaurants that I didn't feature, like I wasn't asked to feature it, but it's in Shangri-La Mall. It's called Siklab,
Okay.
and it is a modern Filipino dining. Think manam, 'di ba? Sikat na sikat yung manam in that kind of modern Filipino dining.
Yeah.
Dude, Siklab. And this is not just because Bistro Group has been so nice to me. Dude, Siklab is so fucking good. It's
Really? Is it on
so
another level?
good. I mean, it's I mean, if you like manam, right? I think it's on par and even in some with some of the dishes even more impressive. So,
Okay.
if you like manam, then you're going to like Siklab. It's really good. The service is great. The food is delicious. Ang sarap ng Filipino food. Oh my gosh. So go to Siklab. The Dilis rice was a standout for me. Oh, and their desserts, Rico G. I know if I talk about desserts, I know it's not something that you really care about that much
Look,
because
I care about it a lot. It's just that I
uh,
cannot consume it, but I
dude,
do care about
ang
desserts.
sarap ng sabakonyelo nila. It
Oh,
is so
damn.
good. Like, di ba
Damn.
normally shaved ice? And actually, shaved
Yeah.
ice siya, nakasulat sa menu, shaved ice. But when they serve it, para siyang soft serve ice cream
Oh,
yung
wow.
parang texture ng ice nila. And on top of that, may sago. And this is the thing that was really so good about the sabaconielo. They had
Yeah.
honey. And that shit made a world of difference. Like, I don't think hindi
So
naman
it's not
traditional na may
in
honey, di
sugar.
ba?
No, because the saba is like cooked in sugar and
Right,
water.
right.
So is it now honey and like water?
No, no.
Ganon?
I just think the saba is still cooked, I guess, the way traditionally,
Mm.
but they added like part of the ingredients was honey, and
Yeah.
it was such a I don't know. It was just so incredible the way it like all blended together. Ang
Right.
sarap. Tapos ang sarap din ng bibingka nila.
Oh my gosh, bibingka. You know, bibingka is something that
Mm.
I
Mm,
feel like I'll never get tired of it. And I would love to have it like not just during Christmas time.
yeah,
Because I know that bibingka usually parang mas madalas kinakain siya during Christmas time, right? But for
Christmas. Yeah,
me, I think it's such para siyang like very neutral flavor that I would just love to consume like after dinner. Ang sarap niya. Tapos may coconut shaving sa taa. Ugh,
yes, they
I love
had
it.
that. I mean, it was
Uh,
so good. So
wait,
Siklab, yes,
so you mentioned that they had really good customer service, right?
yeah.
So eto lang actually for me. Alam mo
Mm,
ba, not naman off topic, but napaisip lang ako na parang I realized that in the Philippines, especially when you eat out at a restaurant, there really is not a lot of bad customer service. Apart
yeah, it's
from,
rare. It's
'di
rare.
ba, it's rare na parang people are rude to you.
Mm,
Um, I mean, apart from kunwari lang, hindi dumating yung food mo on time. Yon, obviously,
mm,
like it reflects on the customer service. But the
right,
actual people, like it is so rare that somebody is rude to me in a restaurant, in a shop, anywhere. And I just realized that since coming here to the UK, and I'm sorry for comparing, and this
right.
isn't like for to everyone in the customer service industry, but actually for siguro sige, fine. 3 out of 5 times that I interact with people in the customer service industry here, especially like in restaurants and stuff, like medyo either rude or
Totoo.
not as warm as you would expect somebody to be like
Mm,
like syempre, it's different when you go to, I don't know, like a really fancy schmancy restaurant. That's a different story, obviously. People are super smiley for some reason, which I like.
Tama
But
naman.
on like normal restaurants, like super normal restaurants, di ba like tayo kung napapasok ko ng Jollibee, grabe yung
Uh,
smile nila doon, di ba? Parang,
Jolly
di ba,
morning.
jolly morning, ganun. Dito, it's not at all.
Really?
It seems like parang ano, parang inaabala mo sila. Parang gano'n. You know the like the ang tawag nito, misconception when it comes to government or public ang tawag mo dito like staff or employees, government
Mm.
employees na
Mm.
parang they're not very friendly. Parang
Yeah.
gano'n dito but in all of the on most of the
Service sa
restaurants
mga
on
service industry.
service, oo. Parang
Interesting.
it's so weird kasi right now, obviously nasanay na ako. I've been here for 3 years, nasanay na ako. But
Yeah.
it's one of the things um, na sobrang napansin ko with yung difference when it comes to customer service in restaurants and in shops.
Okay.
Ganon. Yeah,
Gets.
wala lang.
Well,
Parang
there we go.
naalala ko
Baka
lang.
culture, ano, di ba,
Eh,
parang sa, I mean, I don't want to generalize, but di ba, I know, like, when I watch TV shows, parang there are certain, like, nationalities na ganun lang talaga sila, like, they're
To be
just
fair,
blunt or
yeah.
whatever.
To be fair, I super duper understand that because I have had the opportunity to parang interact with a lot of people who aren't based here in the UK, but it's
Uh,
part of my job to interact with them. And I think it's because of yung translation in their head na parang it's much easier to just say yes instead of, oh, absolutely, that's lovely, diba? Parang
mm,
just say
mm,
yes. So
yeah.
parang
Parang
gets ko
less
naman yung
talk, no?
ganun. Yeah,
Less
less
small
talk. But
talk.
wala lang, parang nasanay lang ako. And it's just one of the things that I really had to get used to when I first moved
Mm.
here. I don't
Oh.
know. But like I said, this isn't to say that everybody in the customer service industry in restaurants here
Right, right.
in the UK are
It
like
just seems to
that.
be that, like, that parang it just seems that that's what the general trend is over
Parang,
there.
oh, or
In your
like most of,
experience then,
in
in
my
your experience. Yeah, in
experience,
your experience.
honestly.
Well,
Yeah,
balik ka na
anyway.
dito. Ayaw
I
niya. Punta na kayo
I know
Siklab,
that's
man.
why I mean that's why I really really appreciate it when pag umuwi ako ng Pilipinas kasi almost every year I go back to the Philippines. Alam mo
Mm.
yung parang mas exceptionally thankful talaga ako na parang oh my gosh, like these are the things that I used to take for granted.
Mm.
Na alam mo yun na parang I thought that everybody in the customer service industry in other countries as well are
Mm.
like this. Pero pagdating mo pala sa ibang bansa, iba pala siya.
Iba pala.
And you just have to get used to it. So,
There
yeah.
we go.
Anyway.
There we go. The other restaurant, by the way, moving on, just real quick. Uh, kumain ka na ba sa Brotzeit dati sa Shangri-La Plaza? Yung
Yes.
Brotzeit. Okay, so
Yes.
Brotzeit, unfortunately, I think their lease wasn't renewed sa
No.
Shangri-La.
No.
But they opened sa Podium. So on the
Okay.
sixth
Okay.
floor, there's actually, medyo bago lang siya yung sixth floor ng Podium. It's called Podium Social. And dun yata yung parang mga, higher end restaurants or whatever. Hindi ko pa
Okay.
na pupuntan lahat. But that's where Broadside is. And I was invited to go. And the thing that I want to highlight is yung mga sandwiches nila. Ang sarap, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Laki.
Broadside is
Dude,
honestly for me.
The
Mm.
Reuben sandwich. Because
Oh
Reuben,
my God.
di kasi sikat yung Reuben sa Philippines eh.
Yeah.
Like, Reuben is a very classic sandwich in the US. And it's made usually with pastrami and like some cheese and then sauerkraut, which is for me what makes it a Reuben. You need the
Yeah. Yeah, for
sauerkraut.
sure. For
Minsan
sure.
kasi may mga Reuben dito like I see them
I
in
know
restaurants, pero
mustard.
walang sauerkraut. So
Okay.
pastrami sandwich lang, which
Yeah.
isn't bad, but to make it a Reuben, it has to have sauerkraut. So I would recommend the
Believe
Reuben
it or not,
sandwich. Mm.
I actually have had the Reuben sandwich in Broadside because
Oh
I eat there
yeah,
so much before.
damn.
Yeah.
Ang sarap, ang sarap. And then the blackfish sandwich, which is halibut. Parang lasa siyang filet o fish ng McDo, pero mas
Okay.
masarap. Yeah. Ang sarap, ang sarap. Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
I love Broadside. I have so many good memories in Broadside because it's
Mm,
one of the restaurants that my parents and I really love. First of all, they have really good pretzels, like
pretzels.
fresh
Mm-hmm.
pretzels that they
Mm-hmm.
make. And then their hot chocolate. You have to get
Hindi ko
it.
pa
Have
natatry.
you? Oh my gosh! Next
Hot
time you go
choco?
there, hot chocolate, it is the best. As in, kami
Okay.
ng parents ko usually, you know what? So before, when I was in the Philippines, I used to live like in my own apartment, stuff like that.
Mm.
So what we would do is like in the middle of the night, siguro parang mga 10 p.m., magme-message sila, oh, papunta kami ng broadside, let's go there. And we would just have hot chocolate. And
Oh,
it's so
wow.
good. It's
Kasi
so
they're open
good.
till late 2 a.m.
Yeah,
At least dito sa
yeah.
podium. 2 a.m. sila on,
Mhm.
I think, Tuesday through Saturday yata.
Yeah, it's
Hanggang 2
so good.
a.m. So give it a try, dude. It's really good. And then, so that's pretty much what I ate this week. I also got invited to a restaurant. This was for, I was shooting for Just Got Fed for pickup coffee, but they had an event at this place
Okay.
called Calle 3456 or 4567. Hindi ko alam eh.
Or
Parang
5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8. Oh, pwede. Dude, Calle, whatever the name of that restaurant, Calle 456 yata or
Okay.
7. Ang ganda ng restaurant. Kailangan mo, hanapin ko mamaya. But
Hanapin
they
mo
just,
kasi hindi pwedeng mag-google yung mga tao. Cafe
Calle
4567 o
94,
45678.
mali pala, 9465 yan. Check it
Guys,
out.
sobrang layo.
Calle at 9465. Just if you Google images it, tingnan mo yung mga pagkain nila. It was
Okay.
great. Like they did it was an event for pickup coffee, but they had like a tasting menu
Mm.
of different dishes because they were the theme was like what picks you up.
Yeah.
So parang
Yeah.
ano Nescafe, para kanino ka bumabangon. Parang yun yung peg nila eh. So that was cool. So those are the like the restaurants and stuff that I tried. Really quick, yesterday, so di ba I flip books, no,
Yes.
the photo booth slash video booth that so we had an event for Christian Bautista, man.
Oh, wow.
Uh-uh.
What
He
was
signed
it?
he signed with Sony Records and
Sony.
he
Yeah, I
released
remember.
a new single. Actually, it's not a new song, but it's a single. He covered Rainbow ng South Border
Oh my God.
with
Far
a
now. Far.
colors.
I love that
He
song.
covered it with an Indonesian artist, so it's a duet. An Indonesian artist named Raisa, Raisa. Dude, that I looked her up. She has like 36 million
Oh,
followers.
wow. Oh,
Galing.
wow.
So Flipbooks, we were there and we had
Wow,
we
you
were
guys are
one of the,
booking high,
you
like
know it, man.
level,
You know it,
high-end
man.
events. Oh
Yeah.
my
And
goodness.
then the last thing, real quick, I'm going to touch on is stuff I watched. So in the theaters, the big movie right now, Fantastic Four,
Oh yes.
was very good. Obviously, it just came out, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But I thought it was great. It is by far the best Fantastic Four live action movie. Uh, Even though I did grow up with the yung Jessica Alba
Yeah.
and Chris Evans ones, this one was very good. Well done. I think the character development was great. It's not like the best Marvel movie by any means, but it's a great film, and it's good. I mean, because did I talk about Superman last week?
I think you
Parang
did.
maybe I did not. But anyway, for superhero movies, Superman and Fantastic Four were very good films. So if you're a
Mhm.
fan of comic book and superhero movies, at least we're eating good this summer. Because the
Okay.
last few years they've been kind of hit or miss. Eh. So go watch Fantastic Four. And then the other movie that I watched was The Materialists,
But
which is
I
an
thought you were gonna say
A24
Material Girl.
material. No,
Material
Materialist,
Girl.
which is an A24 movie.
Hmm.
If you ever watched the movie Past Lives, which was highly, rave reviews, it came out I think 2 years ago, directed by Celine Song. So she directed this movie as well. It stars also Pedro Pascal, who is also in Fantastic Four,
Okay.
Dakota Johnson from 50 Shades fame, if you ever watched
Hmm.
that those movies, and then see Chris
Oh
Evans.
wow.
And
Okay.
it's getting rave reviews. I was so disappointed with the movie.
Is it a drama?
It's a yeah, I would classify it as a drama, and there are some like light humor in there.
Okay.
The trailers made it out to be like some sort of love triangle rom com. I
Hmm.
don't know if that was just maybe that I went into it expecting that, but even that, take that out of it, I thought it was such a poorly written script, and I don't know why the Rotten Tomato scores are so high. But if
Because
anyone
Pedro
has seen
Pascal is
it,
there.
and he was actually for me one of the highlights
Was
of
he
the
this?
movie.
Okay, okay.
But overall, I was disappointed because you never watched Past Lives.
I never watched it only because I watched the trailer and I thought I my mental capacity and my well-being will be
Uh-uh.
crushed. Like hindi ko kakayanin. Feeling ko like masyado ako maapektuhan. So I
Yeah,
avoided it.
marami na apektuhan sa movie na yun.
Yeah.
I thought that movie was okay. Like, I don't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I just thought it was a slow
It looked like a slow burn.
burn.
It does look like a slow burn.
So, if you like Past Lives, I feel like you'll be disappointed because I didn't like Past Lives, but I appreciated it for what it was. I
Mm.
understood why it was highly regarded. I don't get why Materialist is getting like really good reviews. Anyway, those are the movies that I watched, and I'm gonna end it there. Finn or Rika G, what did you
Okay,
do, my friend?
there. Okay, so like I said, so when we were having a meeting before
Yeah.
the recording, I just said that I'm going to talk about two Netflix series that I watched this week because, like I said, most of the time I was just at home, just existing so that I
Yeah.
don't have to spend a penny because once you step outside, diba, you just breathe the air and then you have
Mm-hmm.
100 pounds out of your
Out
wallet.
of your
So,
wallet.
wag
Nakaka
na
100
lang.
pounds ka normally, like
Yeah,
when
no,
you go out to eat.
actually, it's when you go out to eat for sure. When you go to London for sure, easy,
Mm,
easy, easy, easy talaga.
talaga. A
Yeah.
100 pounds sa
So,
London, anong magagawa mo dun? One
well,
meal plus like an activity or what?
one meal, the
Mm,
train tickets are
talaga.
just insane, and
Talaga?
then the tube tickets. So, yun yung dun
Ah,
ka sa commute ka talaga medyo mauubos because
really?
that in itself is like 40 pounds already.
What?
Yeah. Return though.
I
So,
didn't
going
expect.
back and forth.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't think. Di ba? I thought. No, commuting was affordable-ish. Di
It's
ba?
affordable for sure. Syempre, with the way people, make money here. Because here, you get
Mm.
like 12, maybe 15 pounds an hour of work for
Ah,
work.
okay.
So,
Gets,
alam mo, yun,
gets.
hindi naman siya, Pero for somebody who's struggling with unemployment, it's definitely not
A
cute.
burn, huh? It burns a
It
hole in your
def-
pocket.
it definitely burns a hole in your pocket. So anyway, that's really what I have been um doing really. So I did finish two Netflix series.
What did you
Strugg
watch?
I watched, okay, because as a person struggling with my mental health, I try to not go down the deep, deep hole
Mm.
by watching shows. Anyway, the first the
Ang
first
lagta.
one is joke lang. The first one is called Untamed, starring Eric Bana. So it's a crime
Untamed.
series. It's set in the Yosemite National Park and it featured the famous El Capitan. If you guys remember that, I actually talked
Oh,
about it
dude,
one
I've been
time.
there. I saw that
Oh,
in person.
it's
It's
like a
incredible.
wall, nature's wall.
Yes.
So it's if you guys remember, I mentioned that before because I was such a big fan of Alex Honnold, who climbed that
Mm-hmm.
mountain without any ropes at
Yeah.
all.
What's the name
Anyway,
of
that's
the
beside the
movie that
point.
or the documentary that they made about that?
Free solo.
Free
Free solo, yeah. But this
Solo.
one is called Untamed. It's not true crime, but it is a crime series. So there was a person that died, but they wanted to like solve obviously like the murder or
Mm.
not. Anyway, super filled with twists and turns. Every single episode, walang tapon. It is such
Untamed.
a good because it's just like episodes I
Is it a
think.
mini series or is it like
Limited. I think it's a
meaning
limited.
limited? So my
My
closure.
ending.
Oh, I
Yes.
love that, dude.
And
I fucking love that.
bro, the
It,
ending is so good. It will scratch an itch in your brain. It had a really good storyline for each of the characters. Like
oh,
there
Sam
was
Neill is in
no
it.
yes. So there was no like stone left unturned.
Mm.
And everything had a closure, even like the most minor character. It's everything you love about a crime series without it being like forced. Like ni nila pinilit na oh, this is so, like
Mm.
mysterious or whatever. Plus, it's set in the Yosemite National Park, which I didn't realize was such a huge
It's ang
piece
laki
of
nga, dude.
land.
It's
Like,
big.
pwede ka talaga mawala. Like,
Mm.
it's a country, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like.
It's di ba I went there a few years ago, I think
Yeah.
2023 yata. There are like if you look there's some like a map of the hiking trails and
Mm-hmm.
there are literally dozens of trails that
Mm-hmm.
take days to do.
Yeah.
You cannot like cover the whole thing.
You
You
can
have to
just
go
go
back
like
over
end to end
years.
for one day. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So that's the reason why I feel like it's extra eerie, because the reason why it's so creepy is because marirealize mo that it's such a huge piece of land and there are multiple like people living off of it na hindi na-realize ng government or like the law enforcement that people are actually squatting there or whatever. This is sobrang
Ah.
laki niya daw.
Sa
Oo.
forest?
Yeah, sa forest. And I mean, if I were that type of person, like a free spirit or whatever, parang
Right.
feeling
A
ko din ako
hippie?
hippie. Diba? Anyway, super duper recommend. I love the closure of the whole series and the main crime.
Mm.
Because you would think that at the second to the last episode that, okay, they already solved the crime in the last episode. Actually, nagtaka nga ako. Sabi ko, it seemed like they solved the crime, but bakit may
May
sixth
episode
episode
pa.
pa?
Oo.
Boom! As in may isa pang, oh my God, it's such a good series.
Netflix
Anyway,
ano, it's a
it's
Netflix
on
show.
Netflix.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It's it's a
Sick.
Netflix show. The other Netflix show that I watch is called Sirens. First of all, I would like to say that I have already encountered this series. Like I watched the trailer and everything. And at first I told myself, okay, this isn't really the type of show that I like. Kasi
Mm.
akala ko nung una, para siyang White Lotus, Gossip
Oh, it's got
Girl
the girl
movie.
from White Lotus season 2 in it.
Yeah, so akala ko ganun siya. But then when I got into the first episode, parang meron din siyang mystery slash crime-ish na
Mm.
parang may mystery din siya. But I think because of the acting of Megan Fahy. So Julianne Moore was there also and Megan Fahy,
Mm.
who was from the Bold type. Her type of acting, I feel like set the tone of the whole show. Do you get what I mean? Yung
Yeah, siya yung ano, I mean like there are usually characters that are the ones that kind of dictate the direction
yes.
of the tone of
Yes.
the feel of the show. So
Exactly.
siya yung
And
ano, parang ano.
siya talaga yung parang nag-anchor na parang, will this scene be a humor scene or a dramatic scene? And she's such a good actor. I love her anyway. So yeah, so another thing that I'd like to talk about Sirens is the title. So you would think that because of the title, it has such a big relevance on the show. I'm telling you, it does not. It only appears on
What
like
is the premise of Sirens?
so
Because if you told
base
me, I would think it's like a
wala 'di ba?
fantasy. I would
Wala
think it's
'di
like,
ba?
di ba sirens yung parang mga mermaids? Sila ba
Yeah.
yun? Yung kumakanta? Yun ba yung
Um,
sirens? The ones that
I don't
seduce you and then bring you underwater?
I'm not
Di
sure.
ba
I'm
yun yung
actually not
siren?
sure.
Okay, okay, okay.
But so basically it's about these two sisters. One is working as an assistant of this ultra hyper rich girl in
Okay.
like Hamptons. Parang ganun yung setting,
Mm.
parang Hamptons-ish. And then the other sister, which is Megan Fahy, is like a ano ba tawag mo sa kanya? Medyo degenerate sister. Siya yung parang
Troublemaker?
walang troublemaker, siya yung parang walang direction sa buhay, and then suddenly inserted herself in the life of her other sister who's living with a rich basically.
Mm.
And then ang ganda nun kasi like I said, meron din siyang closure and it's also set in a weekend. So para siyang start of the Labor Day weekend up until this end of the Labor Day weekend because
Mm.
apparently like the super ultra rich have like mga tawag dito, gala or whatever. Di ba may mga
Yeah.
ganun-ganun
Is
sila?
it a
So
modern day show? Like,
yes, it's a modern day show. It's the characters within the house kasi yung bahay is like they employ a lot of people to like tend to the garden. They have a chef, they
mm,
have a kitchen staff, may wait
mm,
staff. Tapos parang ang ganda na nakikita mo sila as employees of the ultra rich, and then when they're off, like kunwari they go back to their bunkers or whatever, like
right.
normal people na sila, is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm low
Okay.
battery. Okay, anyway. Um ah, I charged this. I'm so annoyed. Anyway. So yeah, that one again such a good mix of mystery. It has love, like a love triangle,
Mm.
sisterhood, and then it also has like a touch of Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Um which, I mean it's to be expected because it surrounds the life of the ultra rich. So
Mm.
good and siya. Really
Very good.
good. Highly recommend. And I am going to end there. Finn.
Fan. All right. Who goes first for the tea tastes?
I think it may be you.
Maybe me. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we do the G G G
G
G
G
G G
G G
G
G
G?
G G G.
Okay. This one, the my hint for you, Rika G. It's
Okay.
something that I think I don't know if you're still super passionate about it, but it's like a mixture of uh, your worlds before, your work before here in the
Radio.
Philippines. Kinda. I
Radio.
mean, it's related to the other thing that you were passionate about there.
Um,
And
OPM.
hindi, okay, sa mga events siya. It's related to events.
Hosting.
Okay, so what's the other thing that you like to do sa events before, other than hosting?
Uh, sa events, like attend
Mm-mm.
the event. I don't know.
No.
I like
yung isa pang
to
racket mo, isa pang racket sa events dati. That,
voiceover.
ay, isa pa, yung
Di
isa
din.
pang racket.
Sobrang daming racket pala. Sorry, guys. Ano?
Oh,
Isa pa nating
Leche
racket
fans
for
would
the
know
Ah,
too.
alam ko
Because,
na. Social
ano,
media, social media like content creation? No.
no, no, no. Sa mga events mismo. Tapos you even did it for like, I think a play before, a
Ah,
musical.
makeup?
Yeah.
Okay. What is
Yeah.
it?
Here. Okay, so
Hosting
on
and
this actually trended online on Reddit.
okay.
So there are pinag-usapan na ba natin yung subreddit na Weddings Philippines
No.
before? Okay, so there's a subreddit called Weddings Philippines which has gained a lot of traction lately because of I guess 'di ba may mga Facebook groups that are still around now like yung mga
Mm.
Wowis.
Yeah.
Di ba sikat na sikat yung
Wow.
Wowis. However, it seems like most people have been turning to Reddit because ang hirap daw makapasok sa Wowie. So a lot of
Mm.
grooms and brides to be are going there looking to parang discuss mga suppliers, etc., etc. So there's a wedding makeup artist who's kind of been is kind of come under fire, and as well as her co suppliers that have defended her. So let's kind of
Okay.
delve into the context of it all. So there's a makeup artist named Sheena Illustre
Mm-hmm.
who replied to a comment that was posed by somebody on her Facebook page. So just a little context. The comment that she replied to goes as follows. So it says, "Hello, Miss Sheena. Gusto ko lang po maintindihan why bawal gamitin yung makeup for other reasons if nagbayad naman yung client for trial makeup. Say po, for example, 2 weddings gagawin. One simple civil wedding and one church wedding. Like, para hindi masayang yung money paid for the trial makeup, dun na rin schedule yung civil wedding. I don't mean any hate. Gusto ko lang po magets yung reason as a bride-to-be. Since ayoko rin naman po maka-offend ng makeup artist. So that's the comment that was posed on her page.
Okay.
So the makeup artist Ishina replied, "Hello, thank you so much for your question. Each makeup artist has their own rates and package policies, and we respect that. As for our team, we're okay with clients using their trial makeup for their prenup shoot, as long as the event is clearly communicated with us. We offer the same rate for trial makeup and one look bridal or prenup makeup. And if the trial is done at my studio, that setup is also fine with us. However, the issue arises when a client isn't honest with their inquiry and ends up
Mm.
misleading the makeup artist. That's something that we don't tolerate. Transparency and respect go both ways. I hope I was able to answer your question clearly. Now, that's the context of it all. So
Okay.
people are kind of wondering. So, for example, a sample reply to this discussion was, "It's their money." So someone else commented, "It's their money, and they paid for what they asked. They paid for the service they availed. Whatever they plan to use the makeup, they paid for. wherever they plan to use the makeup they paid for is none of your business,
Okay.
especially if they didn't avail the touch-up service or more. So basically, parang iba-iba daw yung mga rates
Mm.
sa depende kung saan gagamitin
Yeah.
yung makeup. So yung issue dito daw is, so yung trial makeup, pag binayaran na yung trial makeup, why can't they use it at, let's say, the wedding itself? Bakit sa
Okay.
prenup lang? So that's what people are talking about. And then people, there are other makeup artists now that have chimed in, and because of them defending si makeup artist si Sheena, parang bina-blacklist nila ng mga tao sa subreddit. Although medyo some of the comments are kind of wild. So there's another
Okay.
makeup artist who replied also, mga clients lang kayo. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, mga clients lang kayo.
Whoa, that's
Pero yung mga makeup
wild.
artist dito, tinitingala ang Makeup by Sheena Illustre. Lagi na lang works niya ang inspo ng clients kapag nagpapa-makeup, legit. Saka hello, Miss Sheena yan. Years of experience, professional, kaya hindi niyo pwedeng
Wait.
uri-urihin. Tapos ito yung last week, Ajib. Palibhasa, may hihirap pa kayo sa daga.
Oh my
Porket
god.
di ninyo afford damin yung hanash.
I think this is, you know what? I feel like
Hmm.
that comment is probably rage bait. I would
May
like
it
to
could
say
be.
may
It
pagka
could
rage
be.
bait siya because it's so unusual for somebody to think that way because I mean
Pero
his bait
supplier siya eh. I mean, the
I
person who
mean
commented this, it was a
as
supplier.
in may business siya na
Supplier siya. I
pinopromote.
don't know ano yung sinasupply nga. I'm guessing baka
Okay.
HMUA.
First of all, so I actually have a lot of thoughts when it comes to this because I did work as a makeup artist for
Mm.
weddings and
That's
events
why I wanted to bring
before.
it up to you kasi I'm sure you have a lot of thought.
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to say that it is very valid what the Makeup by Sheena, tama ba?
Mm.
Makeup by
Sheena
Sheena
Illustre.
said, that
Mm-mm.
Sheena Illustre said, na parang obviously people can use their makeup look for other types of events as long as it's communicated clearly. Sobrang
Okay.
daming nuances niyan na I think probably might be too detailed for them to go into. But first
Mm.
of all, kasi the reason why there's a trial makeup usually
Ano ba
for
yung trial
weddings.
makeup? Because I had to just
So,
get
eto na,
this off of
i-explain ko na
context
nga.
eh.
So,
Go lang,
eto na
go.
nga, i-explain ko na. So, the reason why there's a trial makeup for brides especially is because it's the time for them to figure out paano ba yung skin nila pag nilalagyan na ng foundation, pag nainitan na, pag napawisan na, so that on the day, they can make some changes and then they can
Mm.
um they can adjust accordingly para on the day perfect na yung look, which means na ang hirap din kasi na you do the trial makeup and then you go to another event, like let's say okay sige go, and then
Okay.
obviously iba yung setting or iba yung parang yung
Yeah. Kung saan nila
context.
gagamitin yung
Oo,
makeup
saan nila
in
gagamitin
a
yung
sense.
makeup.
Right.
And then, people see it. Or people ask you, "Uy, sino nag-makeup sa'yo? Bakit ganyan yung itsura mo? Ba't natutunaw na siya?" or whatever. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Parang it's also their reputation on the line. But like she said, hindi naman siya, she doesn't hold captive people na parang hindi ka pwede umalis. Alam mo yun? Parang
Mm.
um, they still have the freedom as long as you communicate, which I think is not a ridiculous thing to ask. 'Di ba?
Yeah. Kasi ang dami
Ah,
nagsasabi na greedy daw yung practice na yun. And I'm trying to figure out bakit yun yung thought process ng mga iba. And I guess, yung rage bait na comment na yun, baka yun yung
yeah,
dun ng stem, I don't think the person who said, I'm not even gonna read the name, but they shouldn't have worded it that way at all.
I
But,
know.
diba, baka dun
And
nagsistem na parang parang hindi naman freeloading yung dating, but maybe that's how they feel. They felt like these people who are saying, "Oh, greedy yung practice mo." That's why there are suppliers commenting in a certain type of way, saying, "Baka
mhm.
hindi talaga kayo market namin." Parang ganun.
Honestly, oh my, yeah, I agree that it might be on the rage bait side of
Yeah.
things. Kasi even the line na client lang kayo, hello, where does your money come from? Obviously, your clients. So,
Right,
as
right.
much as galit ka, 'di ba? There's
Mm,
no reason for anybody in a business or like who owns a business or promote a business to speak that way to the people who actually, book them.
mm,
So, and I think this will, kumbaga parang clear yung error when it comes to greedy nga ba talaga yung practice na yun. Like I
mm.
said, that is the reason for the trial
Trial
makeup.
makeup.
Okay.
Mm.
Talagang for them to see kung ano yung, ano ba yung effect niya sa face mo, ano ba yung magiging
Sa
shape ng
skin
face
mo.
mo,
Mm,
sa skin type mo. And here's another thing that you also have to consider. Usually, when it comes to bridal makeup,
mm,
most of the time, ang ginagamit ng mga tao, depending on who you book as your makeup artist, but most of the time, ginagamit nila yung the best of the best of their, like, yung parang makeup nila that they have in their kit. So,
mm.
syempre, 'di ba, parang ang tawag mo dito, gagastos sila when it comes to that, knowing that when you do trial bridal makeup, magbo ka
Yeah,
ng bridal
iba pa. Oo.
makeup on the day, 'di ba?
Mm,
Pero
mm.
obviously kasi yung trial makeup is mas mura siya. So, kung iisipin
Yeah,
mo, puwede kang makakuha ng high-end makeup
for
for mas
less.
mura, 'di ba?
If hindi mo
So,
sinabi na gagamitin mo for a different
exactly.
thing. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
kumbaga, it's really all about respect on both parts,
Both ends,
'di
which is
ba?
what the makeup artist said. So I
Yeah,
think a lot of the flack is really coming from the other suppliers that are defending
it
her.
seems like it.
It seems like it, diba? But you know what I feel like is unfair, and baka bilang wedding host baka masama din ako sa listahan na to, men. Hindi, chinecheck ko kasi yung mga comment. If hindi kupal like the one person said. Kasi a lot of the other comments are just people, other suppliers saying that they experienced similar things na parang
Right.
ah, sabi nga trial makeup lang daw, yun pala wedding day na, pero
Mm,
civil wedding
mm.
lang naman. Kaya simula noon, naging trial makeup ko is tig kalahati ng muka. Sinasabi ko agad kay bride na
Yeah.
ang trial ko is magkaibang look ang
Mm.
ilalagay ko sa magkabila ang side ng face if trial para hindi nila gagamitin sa labas. You know, the way you explained it, right? It, it, it you're not I mean that it makes a lot of sense kung bakit iba dapat yung trial makeup versus yung let's say the big day, the special day because
Yeah.
yun nga it's a trial thing.
Mhm.
Pero I guess nagagalit yung mga tao kasi discarded din daw nila dapat kung saan nila gagamitin yung makeup sa mukha nila. You know what I mean?
Kasi alam mo sa'kin, yung pagkadiskarte mo, puwede mo din kasi sabihin, eh, gets mo? Pero
Mm,
honestly, and when it comes to the makeup artist like economy in the Philippines,
yeah.
hindi ka mawawalan ng makeup artist na affordable but still
Oo.
maganda yung makeup sa'yo. So parang why would
Mm.
you need to find somebody that you would have to trick?
When it comes to like transparency, may point naman yung makeup artist eh.
And
And
hindi naman sobrang ridiculous yung parang request na yun na parang, "Hey, could you tell me?" You know what I mean? Like, there's
right.
really wala namang like, there's no underlying parang, "Oh, we're gonna do
Mm.
this para mas
Inisip ko
madami
in
akong."
the context of other suppliers. Like sabihin natin makeup gets that you could avail of their service and then bring it somewhere else. I mean that's the
Mm,
kind of the case here. Eh. Versus for example, host. Hindi ko naman ma-host if
yeah,
wala ako dun, di ba?
true.
Or videography team, normally kailangan nandun sila to cover the event.
Mm.
But something that's transferable onto like let's say their face and then they can use it somewhere else. Inisip ko I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of
It's a different thing kasi talaga, eh, kasi it's a it's a s it's a different type of service compared to, let's say, um, food, 'di ba? Pero alam
unless
mo
mag-order
hindi,
ka ng food tapos idadala mo sa
tas
wedding mo, di ba? Hindi mo naman
actually.
magagawa yun eh.
Pero alam mo, naisip ko nga, eh, has that been I wonder if that has been done before, where kasi obviously, 'di ba, there is such a thing as like the wedding, ang tawag ko dun? Yung parang the wedding, uh, what
Fair?
do you call that? Hindi, yung parang may additional talaga when you say that it's for a wedding.
May ganun ba? May
Mm.
patong? Parang
Parang
may
hindi sa patong,
service
but like
charge?
hindi sa patong. It's not that it's like the same type of service pero dagdagan lang nila. It's
Yeah.
more of when they know that it's a wedding, obviously they have to or they would want to offer a service na mas premium kasi it's a wedding. Which means mas
Ah.
nagmamahal.
Yeah, parang tier. Iba yung tier level.
Yes, exactly. So it's not as if same lang yung quality tapos mamahal
Right,
lang yun
right.
because it's for a wedding. No, it's
Yun
not
din
like
yung
that.
hindi ko alam sa ano, I didn't look it up, yung context kung magkano yung, for example, dito for Sheena, yung makeup artist, kung
Mm,
magkano yung trial makeup versus yung
mm.
makeup for a wedding.
I
Kasi
think
kung
alam mo,
ganun,
most of the time from
yeah,
what I know, and obviously from my own experience, it's
mm,
really a package na bibilhin ng tao na they have a they have a trial makeup session and then kasama dun sa payment would be the on the day plus two looks. Yung parang ganun.
yun nga.
Um,
So, iba talaga yung rate talaga eh.
yeah, but
So, gets ko din.
I don't think a lot of people book just the trial session kasi
Mm.
parang I don't know, parang hindi siya ata gano'n. Not sure.
That would be weird, no? Kung trial, because that would make more sense in the context of bakit galit yung mga suppliers. If nagbook ng
Yeah.
ng trial and yun lang, and then
Mhm.
ginamit sa wedding. But if kasama sa package, gets ko din yung complaint ng mga tao na, so we paid for the whole package naman. Bakit problema na ginamit ko
Mm.
dito?
Kasi
So
alam
I
mo
don't know.
honestly, if somebody paid for the package and then they just told them na, "Hey, magsi-civil wedding kami today." Okay lang ba? Hello, 'di ba? You already paid the package
Paid, yun nga,
anyway.
yun nga,
So
yun nga.
parang why is it so hard for you to say na, "Hey, may
Mm,
ano kami, civil wedding kami today. Ito na lang din ulit
right.
gamitin ko kasi,
Yeah.
I love your skill. I love your,
Yeah, your
artistry."
artistry.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the thing. I mean, obviously there might have been some things that might have been lost in the context because I didn't delve too deep into it. I just went off of face value of why people are up in arms. Pero feel ko ang unfair na blinablock yung mga ibang suppliers that kind of agreed with the sentiment eh.
Oo nga
Gets ko
kasi
yung may iba na medyo kupal yung mga words, yung mga rage
mm,
bait-esque. But some of them are just sharing their experience also
exactly. What is
na
freedom of
nagawa,
speech?
it happened to me also. Like may isa, nabasa ko eh, nabasa ko parang same experience happened to me, Miss Sheena, 2 years ago. Sabi daw nila for ano event daw, pero
Yeah.
turns out
And
na
then they
bride
get
pala siya.
blocked?
Dude, nabla-blacklist sila, yung names nila.
Oh,
Like
damn.
they're listing them down. Here, mamaya kasama na yung JC Teves dyan sa ano eh.
Oo nga.
sa
Wala na.
likod.
Wala
Yung host
na.
na to, kupal, man. Anyway,
Wala na. Ghost month na talaga.
ghost month na talaga, ghost year. Anyway, any more thoughts on this, Rika G? I'm sure maybe someone
No,
Leche-Fan
actually,
is more ano.
it's such a relevant thing that you talked about because
Mm,
I am dealing with the same thing right now. I'm booking
talaga.
suppliers, I'm
Oo
booking
nga.
makeup. However, because I was, it's also something that I feel like what do you call this? Kumbaga parang it's something that I've experienced before.
Mm,
That's why alam ko na hindi ako on some level na alam ko yung parang i-expect ko from them. Pero
right.
at the same time, alam ko na hindi ako maloloko because I have been there. Like, I've been a supplier for weddings, like host and makeup artist. So, yeah, right now, yun talaga yung parang medyo life ko
Right.
ngayon because we're
On brand yung TT na to,
on
di ba?
brand. Yeah.
There we go.
So,
Anyway, wapow?
wow. Okay,
All
mine
right, let's
is
go.
pretty short,
G
but
G
this
G
is
G G G G G G G G.
it is about kakantahin ko na lang. I can make it through the rain. Yun
Mariah
ba yun?
Carey.
No. Hindi.
Bagyo.
Nasabi. Yes!
Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay, so
Bagyo.
um this is about the recent typhoon that happened in the Philippines, which
Yeah.
is Typhoon Krising, if I'm not mistaken. And
Tapos may
I have
emong din
seen
eh. Parang 'di ba
So may isa
parang
pa
tatlo
kasing
yata.
parang, yeah, wave of
Oo.
different, typhoons.
Mm.
And obviously, our hearts go out to the people who are affected by the
Mm.
storm, mga nabaha, it's such a disruptive thing to do. And there are so many things wrong on so many levels that just happen. Obviously, when it comes to the weather, you can't control it. But what
True.
we can control and what we can see na mas visual and mas tangible are the flood management efforts that have been
Ah,
happening in the past few years. Tapos ito yung mangyayari, 'di ba?
yeah.
So actually hindi yun yung main like point of my TP. It's another thing, which is the questionable disaster response that has happened during Typhoon Krising. So,
Mm.
if you guys didn't know, Mayor Lem Faustino of Calumpit, Bulacan, raised some eyebrows when she launched the E-Ayuda. Okay, so obviously, when there are typhoons and there are disasters, there are like disaster relief operations and ang tawag din dito,
Efforts.
effort and yung budget na
Budget.
nire-release,
Oh,
'di ba, for the local government for them to help their constituents.
right.
So, she launched the E-Ayuda initiative where she will be distributing flood assistance through a live raffle on social media. A live raffle.
A
So,
ra
a raffle.
So hindi lahat
Hindi, it doesn't
makakakuha ng
seem like
ayuda.
it. Kasi ang nakalagay dun sa poster niya, parang send a photo na nabaha kayo.
What
Parang
the
gano.
fuck?
It's actually WTF. EBH. Look at the
Nagsa-selfie ka ba?
exactly. Exactly. So ito yung
What?
mechanics, okay? Ito yung
Okay,
mechanics.
okay. Okay.
Mag-selfie kasama ang pamilya sa loob ng inyong mga binahang bahay, okay? I-comment ang inyong picture or video sa post na ito at isama ang inyong pangalan, barangay, and GCash number. And then share this post and itag ang inyong mga Facebook friends.
Ano 'to,
I'm
giveaway?
giveaway. And then it says here, abangan at tumutok sa ating live mamayang gabi para sa live na pagbunot ng mapipiling comments at makakatanggap ng i-ayuda mula sa ating pamahalaang bayan. Which means not everybody will get this.
Yeah,
When in
and you
fact,
have to tune in habang
exactly.
binabaha
And
yung bahay
can you
mo.
imagine, binabaha yung bahay mo, kailangan mo siya picturean with you and your family. It's
Comment,
so,
comment pa,
and then you
tapos
have to
you have to
comment it,
tag
you have to like,
friends.
it's like, para siyang Black Mirror episode.
Dude, literally, like the way you
Okay?
even when you read the mechanics, it sounds like a South Park episode.
It's it's wild. It's wild that who even thought of that and who approved of it, na parang inisip ba nila na, okay, we only have a few, like may onti lang tayo na budget for the ayuda. So, gawin na lang natin siyang raffle.
Uh,
I don't know how they proceeded to decide from point A to point B. So, hindi ko talaga alam kung ba. Anyway, they called it, so it's an online contest basically.
oh,
So, and they will receive immediate GCash
oh.
because of
Which is a
that.
good, like, I mean, in terms of the
The
deliverables, like
delivery,
how to
exactly.
get the ayuda, it's
Exactly.
efficient. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that aspect of it, but
Um,
getting to there is
I know.
so.
It's insane. Also, this is one of the things, alam mo yung parang may parang list on the internet na parang
Uh,
things that seem illegal but they're not. Parang ganun
right.
siya eh. You
Totoo,
would think
totoo.
na illegal siya eh, but apparently it's not. And the
Mm,
Department of Interior and Local Government Secretary John Vic Remulla confirmed that it is actually not illegal, but he said that he is highly discouraging this because obviously, this is it sets a precedent for a lot of like other local government officials na parang
mm,
okay, parang instead of us asking for a better disaster relief response,
mm.
sila na lang yung mag-adjust sa atin,
For
'di
us.
ba?
Uh-oh.
Parang ganun eh. And then he also said that DILG is also calling for a need for a stronger database to prevent abuse of relief funds, which honestly I think
Tama
A
naman.
good
Tama
idea.
naman.
Na parang
And
nakikita mo kung saan napupunta yung funds, 'di ba?
and I was reading here, like I looked it up. So the explanation daw kung bakit sa Facebook daw pinost para lang maiwasan yung scammers. Sabi ng
Baka
mayor ng
sila 'yon.
Calumpit. Hindi, ang weird lang na sa Facebook daw ginawa kasi gusto umiwas sa scammers. Doon yung pinakamaraming scammers sa putang
Exactly.
ina online eh.
Grabe.
Facebook scammers ang dun na, nakatira yung mga scammers eh. Ay nako.
Grabe. It's
What?
just for me, I think it's just really tama ba? Out of taste? No.
Out of
Out of
touch.
touch. Sorry, out
Out
of
of touch.
touch.
Out of touch. Poor
Um,
taste.
Poor
Ano?
taste.
Poor taste. Oo, tama.
Yon. So parang for me, it's just in poor taste. Knowing that, alam mo, feeling ko kasi baka din naisip nila na this might be okay because alam mo, year in and year out, nakikita naman natin na nababahay yung mga tao and it doesn't seem like,
Mm,
alam mo yun, parang it affects a lot of people. But it does affect a lot of people. And
it
not
does.
just like, hindi mo naman alam if naapektuhan lang sila physically but also emotionally. Kasi what if sabihin natin na yung bahay nila na yun lang yung meron sila sa mundong ito and then it
Mm,
gets swept away,
mm.
you know, from the flood. So parang,
Yeah.
gets mo, hindi mo alam kung ano yung magiging epekto nito eh. So, wala lang. Parang for me, para siyang nangangamoy, I'm not saying this is it, but nangangamoy corruption siya. Gets mo
Well,
ba?
I
I
do.
mean,
I get it. I
but
get it.
I'm not saying that this is what's happening. Pero parang medyo, alam mo yun,
Yeah.
nangangamoy
Ano, as
not,
the kids say, it's sus.
is
No?
is a
It's
little
ca-
sus.
it's a little sussy, man.
Okay.
A little sus, man.
Anyway, that's my TT for
All right.
today.
Wow. And that is the
Wow.
podcast for
Ooh.
the first week of August. Rika
I
G, what did you want to know?
I want to read some comments from the previous
Let's do it.
episode, which by the way, you guys, we uploaded a different tawag mo dito tawag mo doon, profile
Thumbnail.
picture, thumbnail,
Thumbnail. Different tile.
tile.
Pwede naman. Tile naman siya eh.
Diba? Different thumbnail on Spotify and Facebook as well.
Mm.
And then, by the way, we also have a Leche-Fan Mail. Did you see that?
I did. I did.
Okay,
Let's
so
go through it.
let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, first, let's read the Spotify comments.
Let's
Yes.
do it. From the
Okay.
last mix.
From the last mix,
Sige.
6.19,
Okay.
JT Great says, I'm a Filipino and I don't eat street food either. This is in regards to the maarte comments of people on
Beanie.
beanies.
Yeah.
Yung parang they taste tested parang street food. So yeah. And then
Okay.
another one says, I feel you, JC. I crave sweets too after a savory meal. Joe Sebastian on TikTok saved me from the guilt, especially since my fitness goals din ako right now.
Si Joe Sebastian ba yung ano,
Who is
yung semi-cal na nutritionist? Parang
Ay,
semi-calbo
ay
yung
talaga ba?
hairstyle niya. I think Kasi minsan pag
Yes.
nagsa-search ako ng calories ng
Yes.
I think I see her pop up.
And I love her messaging on a lot of her videos na parang hindi mo kailangan gutumin yung sarili mo
True.
for you to be, if you have
Dati may
fitness
mga
goals.
videos siya na, here's how I eat 24 chicken as a nutritionist
Yeah, exactly,
or whatever. Or
exactly.
dietitian. Hindi ko alam anong title ngayon or what her specialty is. Pero gets I like that angle too where you don't have to feel bad eating the things that you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
At saka, isa pa yun talaga na parang you don't have to starve yourself for you
Okay, yeah.
to, become healthier. Next one is,
Ano?
Tatawa ako dito. Next
Sige,
one is
basahin
from
mo.
Tony.
Ano
Who
sabi ni
says,
Tony?
maarte talaga yung mga beanie. Akala mo kung sino. Napaka-overrated naman. Di ko gets ngayon pagka-bias ni Sabrina. Wait lang, guys. We're not laughing at Tony. Natatawa lang kami na parang talagang like, very
No.
adamant siya. But, I mean, like, freedom of speech, go lang.
True,
Whatever
gets
you want to
naman.
say, you can
Well,
say
truth be
after.
told though, medyo nawala yung luster-ish. I still like their music. I feel like they need some press training Not because of the food thing. I
think
defended
so.
them for sa food thing but for all the other issues that they have faced. avoidable and they can learn from it eh.
Yes,
So,
true.
kasi
That's
naalala ko
true.
when I first really got into them, sobrang fan talaga ako.
Yeah,
Now, I kind of just, when I see them on my feed, okay, cool. But,
yeah.
yung tipong na, I can't wait to see them, blah, 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 or can't wait for their next song. Medyo nawala yung luster a little bit because of some of the
Mm.
issues. But I still hope that they can grow and learn, etc.,
Obviously, I
etc.
think,
Mm.
alam mo, I think especially yung madami sa parang issues na lumalabas from them is
Mm.
merely just being a human being, but obviously they're under the spotlight.
Yeah, scrutiny.
So
Lots of scrutiny. They're
it's
highly scrutinized.
yeah.
That's right.
Last one on Spotify. This is from Mix 6.18.
Okay.
Red Nacella says, and thank you so much for clarifying this. I think the Venn diagram is rather the babies and the dogs as the circles, two separate circles, and
Uh,
their overlapping characteristic in the middle is being cute. Gets mo ba?
yun
Yeah,
yata yung
yun yung
feel ko
sinasabi ko.
hindi,
Yun
feel
yung
ko mali
sinasabi
yung
ko.
feel ko hindi ko na gets yung sinasabi mo. Kasi when I read this comment, gets na gets ko eh.
Yeah. Ganon.
Feel ko, feel ko when you describe the Venn diagram, parang hindi nag-intersect sa isang place na tama na cute
Oo,
parehas.
kasi yung baby kunwari babies sa
Oh,
circle nila
oh, babies,
merong
oh.
merong ano, teka lang, ang dami palang ano, ang dami palang similarities ng dogs and babies. Wait lang. Ano bang puwedeng separate like walang characteristic na meron yung dogs pero meron yung baby?
May buntot.
Tama. So, babies, walang buntot.
Oh, tama, tama, tama.
Okay. Babies, ano ba? They can say dada. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
like that.
true,
Tapos,
true.
kunwari, tapos nakalagay din doon, cute. Tapos sa
Cute, oh.
puppy or sa dog, may
Oo,
buntot,
may buntot.
cannot say dada, cute.
Oo.
So, yung cute nasa
Yun nga
gitna.
yung intersection
Yon.
lang kung saan sila
Yon.
Oh, gets naman, gets naman. Okay.
Na-realize ko lang, it is so hard to think of a thing that yung characteristic na wala yung baby, tsaka wala yung dog. Anyway,
Yeah, other than physical features eh. Kasi
yeah.
pareho naman na yung cuteness level nila. Anyway,
Okay, so let's read the Leche-Fan Mail.
Leche-Fan
Super
Mail.
quick.
Okay.
Super quick.
Sige. I'll start.
Yes.
It says, hi, Rica and JC. Love your show. I started listening to you and Jim and Sab in 2019 daily when I was walking along Abada, Katipunan, and inside Ateneo to and from work. One suggestion, maybe you can make the thumbnail different per episode. In defense of plants and everything everywhere daily are good inspirations. I'm guessing those are podcasts, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me feel like browsing through a restaurant menu. Maybe a map of a place in your where you've been or photo. Something not graphic or poster like, but something real instead. Oh,
I
okay.
love that idea.
Ganda nga eh.
However, we are a two-person team
Oo.
working 7 different jobs for the
Pero feel
podcast.
ko yung
So,
sinasabi nga, like pwede lang kahit photo ng...
like photo lang
Oh,
of
like for
what
example, for
happened.
this mix, pwede tayo maglagay ng photo ng...
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram. Anyway, you want to finish this off, Rika G?
Yeah. Also, I agree Rika will do a good job on the cycling niche. I got really interested after she talked about the Tour de France and Wimbledon. Ang galing. Which,
Oh,
by the
diba?
way, it is the Tour de France Femme avec Swift, which is the female, the female athletes in the Tour de
Okay.
France this
Okay.
time around. It is such a good like competition wise it is so good kasi alam mo yung parang you know how let's say in the NBA, okay, for a time ang daming years na parang alam mo na you know GSW mananalo or something like that, yung parang ganun siya, very may pagka-predictable siya. In the Tour de France Femme, parang walang ganun, anybody could literally take the yellow jersey at
Right.
this point, and it is so exciting because in the Tour de France sa males, parang medyo alam mo na that Tadej Pogacar will be taking the the yellow jersey. They have
Parang may
that
clear cut like
yes,
not
and
underdogs. Ano yung opposite ng underdogs? Yung parang favorites,
over
favorites, favorites, di ba? May mga
overtalks.
favorite, may mga favorites, no? May
And
mga favorites
not
na.
just that, hindi lang siya sa favorite. Honestly, I cannot say anything bad about Tadej Pogacar because he is such a good sport. But the thing is, when he leads, he doesn't just lead by 1 minute. He leads
Yeah.
by 4 minutes.
Oh, parang
And
si
that's
ano
a
sa
big,
F1, si Max Verstappen. I don't even watch
yeah,
F1, but I know that guy was like, I don't know about this season, but the last time, kasi dati nagvo-voice over ako ng mga Formula
mga
1
Formula 1,
videos.
yeah.
Dude, si Max Verstappen laging nasa script. And then I looked it
Yeah,
up. Dude, he was like literally head and shoulders above all the
exactly.
other
So,
things.
may pagkaganon yung parang males ng Tour de France.
Right,
So,
right,
in the
right.
Tour de France Femme, it's just so exciting because every single day, iba yung nagsusuot
There we
ng
go.
yellow
Oh, di
jersey.
ba?
It's just so cool.
And
Anyway,
you have convinced our anonymous kasi
oh,
anonymous daw gusto. You have
thank
convinced our
you.
anonymous Leche-Fan to to consume that kind of content if you
I
are to
know.
ever make it. All right.
He also said, I regularly get inspired by your work ethic. Ang sipag niyong dalawa. Wo-
Wow.
ang sipag to natin, guys. Okay. Well,
Stop
sobra ka
it.
naman. Nakakainis
Stop
ka naman.
it.
Para
Stop
namang
it.
Gagi ka talaga. Char. Okay. That's it for the podcast.
That
Thank you for
is.
listening.
Thank you,
And
Anonymous.
where can they follow us? It's at Halo Halo Show on Instagram because
Mm-hmm.
we post reels there, and
Reels.
then the Halo Halo Show Leche Fam on Facebook, which
Mm,
is the private Facebook group where you can literally post whatever you want.
right.
And we are also on
Pwede kayo
YouTube
mag-post ng
now.
mga makeup artist na.
Yeah. Ano nyo, binabash nyo sila. Joke lang.
Just kidding. And then thehalohaloshow@gmail.com if you want to send an email
Yeah.
just like Anonymous did or like all our other Legend fans do as well. That's it, Rika G.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your week, my friend. I'll
Thanks. You
catch you when
too.
I catch you.
Alrighty.
Okay. Extra song, Rika G.
Toot, 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 toot,
Boop,
toot,
boop,
toot,
boop,
toot,
boop,
toot.
boop. Hallelujah.
Bye.
Later.